The idea that we are effectively asking our ally, who was attacked, to pay the equivalent of the reparations that we asked Germany to pay in World War I is kind of mind-boggling. We're here to help these people, not get money back. And as the British Prime Minister said, it is not correct to say all of the European money is loans. There may be some loans in there, but most of it, just like us, is aid. But in any event, here are the numbers. Once and for all, maybe Donald Trump will pay attention today. He claims $350 billion. The actual number from the Kiel Institute impartial observer is $120 billion. He talks about how Europe only spent $100 billion. Actual number, $138 billion. These are the numbers once and for all as we sit here today. Now let's look at how we're doing compared to other countries, and it's kind of interesting because you do have three countries, small countries. They happen to also be close to Moscow. That's not a coincidence. Spending over 2% of their GDP on aid to Ukraine. Then you get to a whole bunch of other countries that are kind of in the rough zone of about half a percentage point of their GDP. Germany a little bit higher than the U.S., France, UK, Italy, and so on. So we are right in the middle of the pack. We are actually number 17. I didn't list all the countries. We are number 17 among the countries providing aid when you measure it against our gross domestic product. And these are also the numbers. So we're not doing anything extraordinary.
Yeah, you know, that's fascinating, Steve, especially you look, obviously, Europe, the Balkan states doing so much better, giving so much more. And as you said, for a good reason. I'm surprised that Germany is even above us because the German government has been criticized for quite some time for not doing more. But there they are. I want you to walk us through another part of this that is so important. When we talk about the 120 billion that we have given Ukraine, a lot of that has gone to U.S. factories, U.S. workers, U.S. And the U.S. economy, because a lot of the work supports American businesses.
Yeah, exactly, Joe. So let's take a look over here at 2 points. The first, the one that you're referring to, it's been estimated, that as much as 70% of our aid has actually been spent in the United States. So that is money that is here. It's not even necessarily in the form of aid. We've just literally sent them equipment, sent them ammunition that we have then replaced using our money from U.S. factories, U.S. workers. I want to make one other point about this, and then I'll get back to that, which is that we have committed only another $5 billion at this moment of aid. And you remember, and it was shown on the other chart, how up and down our aid commitments have been. It's been a fight with the Senate every time a president has tried to get it. The EU has promised another $121 billion of aid. So if they actually do this, their aid will be vastly greater than ours. Back to the question of where the money is spent. Here's a map of the United States. All these dots represent amounts of money spent in different congressional districts. There are 9 congressional districts up here in Massachusetts and Pennsylvania and so forth, where over $1 billion has been spent in each of these 9 districts. 6 of them happen to be held by by Democrats, 3 of them held by Republicans. And then you have the slightly lighter color, and those are 500 to $1 billion. And I do, Joe, you might be interested in this, want to point out one specific district, which is Florida 1, right here, which is getting $500 million to $1 billion of this money back into their district.